If you have ever been to India or watched videos or documentaries about it, you must have seen several saffron-clad sadhus with no apparent worldly objective, busy in their own world. The mystery for many is, in the world of distractions, competitions, technology and lust, what are these people up to? The answer to all these questions is in this one book. When it comes to reading, everybody has different test words. But when someone you love and respect offers you something which you haven't tried before, scenario becomes different. This happened to me when I had to read a book recommended by famous cricketer Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli spoke so flowery about an autobiography of a yogi by Paramhansa Yogananda that I could not stop myself from picking it up. Having completed this book, this is how I feel about an autobiography of a yogi. Paramhansa Yogananda was an Indian monk born in 1893. He committed his life to preaching of his faith as well as yoga. He introduced the concept of yoga and meditations to millions in the West, including people from United States. He passed away in 1952. If you are someone who is inclined to mystic powers, miracles, spiritual powers and things like that, you are going to love this book. If not, you are going to have a very tough time finishing it. For example, Sri Yogananda says that disease and health are just states of mind, as both these enter into mind through windows of imagination. If you are ill and you convince yourself that you are healthy, your illness will flee. Will it? He discusses various incidents where he could converse with the diseased Guru Sri Yukteswar not in dream but in awakened state. There also appears to be a Babaji who is supposed to have remained alive for centuries and would remain so for times to come, and he reveals himself often to interact with Sri Yogananda. Keeping aside the main theme of the book, which we will be discussing in detail, I happen to grasp some of the most convincing quotes from the book, like this one, which says, "Good manners without sincerity are like a beautiful dead lady." And also this one, "Straightforwardness without civility is like a surgeon's knife, effective but unpleasant. Candor with courtesy is helpful and admirable." The book is very helpful in understanding Hinduism in its actual form. Various gods of Hinduism like Brahma, Vishnu, Shiv, Saraswati and others are repeatedly discussed in the book. I happen to learn traits of gods from this book, like Shiva, a divine dancer, Krishna with a melodious flute, and Saraswati is a goddess of wisdom, etc. We do hear about these Hindu gods in our daily lives, but to know deeper about them, this book is very helpful. Another beautiful concept which I happened to learn from the book was about centuries-old philosophical puzzle. Why God does not reveal himself and clear all their confusions. Paramhansa Yogananda believes that happening of such thing will make the trials of hereafter null and void. The God only wants to be recognized by his creatures through free will. You will learn through this book the difference between a Swami and a Yogi. A Swami, formerly a monk by virtue of his connections with the ancient order, is not always a Yogi. Anyone who practices a scientific technique of God contact is a Yogi. He may be either married or unmarried, either a worldly man or one of formal religious ties. A Swami may conceivably follow only the path of dry reasoning, of cold renunciation, but a yogi engages himself in a definite step-by-step procedure by which the body and mind are disciplined and soul liberated. I love the way Sri Yogananda has defined biological impacts on human body by comparing breathing average to other living creatures. He says many illustrations could be given of the mathematical relationship between man's respiratory rate and the variations in his state of consciousness. A person whose attention is wholly engrossed and in following some closely knit intellectual argument or in attempting some delicate or difficult physical feat automatically breathes very slowly. Fixity of attention depends on slow breathing. Quick or uneven breaths are an inevitable accompaniment of harmful emotional states, fear, lust, anger. The restless monkey breathes at the rate of 32 times a minute, in contrast to man's average of 18 times. The elephant, tortoise, snake and other animals noted for their longevity have a respiratory rate which is less than man's. The tortoise, for instance, who may attain the age of 300 years, breathe only 4 times per minute. Though I might not agree with various incidents of spiritual power and things like that, but the psychological discussions are very thought-provoking. If you want to give this book a try, I'll give the link of free audiobook in the description. You can also purchase the book through Samlink. This is an affiliate link, and if you make any purchase through that, Amazon will reward me with a commission. That's all for today. Hope you liked this video. Please share your opinion in the comment section below. Till next time, stay hard, stay strong, stay focused with Focus 24.